Hey, it's Mike. Welcome back to my train room. I put a little teaser on the thumbnail. That was a grouping of things I collected over the past week. But I mainly want to focus in on this Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range Yellowstone set. So I was fortunate enough to find this set from a friend. Brand new in box, never run. So I think I got a pretty fair price on it, although I don't mind if my friends make some money off me because, you have to make money off your friends. Your enemies don't typically do business with you. So, anyways, let's talk a little bit about what I found. So, I found the 227 cab number, which was the one that Denver and Rio Grande wrecked and didn't make it to the end of the Yellowstone's lives. It was the one out of the 10 that did not make it to the point where they got retired. So this is Proto1, has QSI sounds. We'll talk about running that in just a second. I was able to get 2 ore car sets with it. So 2097507 and 2097506. If anyone knows if they made more than 2 ore car sets with all different road numbers, like my UPs, I have like 3 sets of 6, and they all have different road numbers. I don't know if they did that in DM&IR. So if you have that answer, besides the blue ones, I don't want the blue ones. I know there's a 6-pack or 2 of blue ones. I'm looking for this version with, each individual road number. I don't do duplicate road numbers. So if you know that's out there, put it in the comments and let me know what model it is so I can put a search for it. Then I got the Caboose also. So all in, I was at like $1,180 for both our car sets, the Locomotive and the Caboose. I didn't think that's too bad. I mean, since MTH has announced whatever they're doing, like stop going out of business, but not really. No one really knows that true story because they still make stuff, right? Only the people at MTH really know. So I hope they don't go anywhere because I love their products. And anyway, these locomotives, ever since I've been watching them the past 3 years looking for it, they typically range in price from like $700 to $1,000 depending on condition and all of that stuff. I know there's one out there right now on eBay and it's around $1,000. So I didn't think I got too bad a deal being brand new mint in box and helping out a friend and getting everything for $1,180. I hardly ever see the Caboose for sale, and the ore cars are usually over $200 a set. So, it basically was $129 for each ore car set. Then we agreed on like $929 for the Locomotive and Caboose together. So that was a package deal. Let's go over and talk about running some Proto1. Come on over. So I already have it on the track. I've run it a little bit. Still haven't gotten all the squeaks out of it, but that's all right. It's Proto1, and it's an old one, and it is awesome. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen this in the past. It's been around. I don't know how many years because I have all the MTH catalogs from 2000 to present. Nothing prior to 2000 yet. So this locomotive obviously was made prior to 2000. If you know what year it's from, put it in the comments. So let's talk about running this guy here. So if you're like me and you were new to Proto1 fairly recently, I mean, it was almost 5 years ago now that I bought my first Proto1. You put it on the track and you try to treat it like your post-war or MPC and throw the throttle back and forth, and the engine doesn't go anywhere, right? and then all of a sudden it never goes anywhere because you put it in some funky programming sequence that you have to get figured out and to take it back out. If you don't have an MTH transformer, it's not super easy to do that. So I do run a Z4000. So to run a Proto1, the first thing you'll want to do when you get it, well, this has a BCR, so it's going to fire right up. But if you're still using a battery, you'll put it on the track, you'll apply, a voltage to it, and it may take a minute to 2 minutes before you get the 2 clanks, ting, ting, and then that means it's ready to run. If you try to run it before you hear those, and you try to use the whistle or anything, you're going to end up doing something with programming that you don't really want to do. So, also, Proto1s, the horns and whistles don't work until they're in motion. So don't start pressing the horn or whistle button on your Proto1s, or you're going to put it in some programming. So let's go ahead. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it up to like 18 volts. You already heard the ding ding. So I can get the smoke unit good and primed, because these like to run at like 13, 14 volts or higher to really, before they'll start smoking. They have a fan driven smoke unit. You can hear it and you see it's puffing like a champ. But you know, if you run it at lower speed, it's not going to put out the smoke like you're used to seeing MTHs do. So let's bring it back down to around 10 volts and we'll get this guy started. Alright, now I'm going to use the direction button to make it go. There we go. Then I'll use the throttle. That's why I love some Proto1s. I get to use the transformer the old school way. Let's blow the horn or the whistle. And here it comes. And you can tell the chuff changes. It doesn't have cruise, so it has to labor up the hills. And here it comes down the hill. Alright, we'll bring it to a slow stop. Once these are broken in, they are pretty good low speed runners. Can tell this one still has a little bit of breaking in to do, because it's going to be a little jerky. Old school Proto1 sound. I'm going to hit the direction button to stop it. Then it has a separate bell button on the transformer. And then I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. And we're off. Well, thanks for checking out the Yellowstone, and hopefully you learned something new about Proto1 for you newbies. I still love Proto1. They're very dependable as long as you do the maintenance and you change out the battery. As I said, I have a few Proto1s left in the fleet that I didn't upgrade to Proto3. That might be on the list for this one day, but for now, I'm going to leave it all original. It's in really good shape, brand new, and act like it's like the 90s again, and run some conventional operation, because that's always fun. You have to pay attention to the throttle on your own, that you don't just set them free on cruise. So thanks for checking out the video, and I will talk to you next time. Appreciate it.